because not even half our class is here. So, all right. We are going to start by talking about what we call conic sections. So this is chapter 8, and it's conic sections. Now let me explain what conic sections are. Conic sections, conic is exactly what it sounds like. It's a cone. All right, here's our cone. When I talk about conic sections, it's all the different ways we can slice it. So we're going to look at all the different shapes we get when we slice it. And today, we're just going to slice it exactly parallel to its bottom, which means if we slice it parallel, we're going to get a circle. That's what we're going to talk about today. So, that being said, today is all about circles. And we briefly talked about that one time as we were doing a review. Conic sections are what we usually cover at the very end of Algebra 2, but unfortunately we were not together at the time. So we're going to cover it here. Circles. I think the easiest thing to do is to start with standard form of a circle. All right, standard form is always in this form, x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. Where the center of our circle is at hk, and r is the radius of our circle. All right, so on your worksheet today, the first couple problems look exactly like this, looking at the formula and just pulling out the information. So example number 1, this is like 1 through 4. Find the center and radius. All right, so if I give you an equation that looks like, I don't know, x minus 4 squared plus y minus 2 squared equals 16. All right, so our center is at, technically this is a translation, right? If you look in here, this tells us we're going to the right 4, and this is going to tell us we're going up 2, because it's always opposite in the parentheses. Or you can think of this as x minus h. So our h value is 4. And this is y minus k, and in this case, our k value is 2. So we have a center at 4, 2. Our radius, remember that 16 is r squared. So to find our radius, we need to square root that, and we get 4. Let's say we have an equation, x plus 3 squared plus y minus 5 squared equals 25. Our center, again, this is x minus h. So if that's plus 3, it's got to be the opposite. So our center is going to be at negative 3, right? If I were to put that back in for h, I get x plus 3. And my y value, or my k value in this case for my center, is 5. My radius is the square root of this number, so the square root of 25, which is 5. Now, technically, when you square root that, you should get plus and minus 5. However, you can't have a negative 5 radius. It's a real-life situation, so we have to go with 5. All right, example number 2. Example number 2 is just like 5 through 8 on the worksheet. Again, these are going to be so quick and easy for you. I want you to write an equation in standard form, and this time I'm going to tell you you have a center at 3, -9, and a radius of 10. So we're going to plug it into our equation. X minus h, so minus 3 squared, plus y minus k, so y minus the negative minus plus 9 squared equals r squared, or 10 squared, which is 100. And that's it. That's all there is to do. Let's do another one. If I tell you your center is at -1, -10, and you have a radius of 1. If I plug that into my standard form, I get x minus the -1, so plus 1, squared, plus y minus -10 or plus 10 squared equals r squared, or 1 squared, which is 1. That's it. All right. So now we're going to move on to something a little more fun. Example number 3. We're going to graph the circle. And I'm going to start off with an easy one. What if I gave you x squared plus y squared equals 9? We can tell our center, because there's nothing in there with x or with y, our center is at 0, 0. Our radius is the square root of 9, or 3. So when you graph this, you're going to put a center right at 0, 0. Okay? Then all I want you to do is go right, left, up, and down 3, and then try and connect the dots. I'm going to go to the right 3, left 3, that's for my radius, up 3, and down 3. And I'm going to connect my dots and try and make it look like a circle. I'm going to tell you it never looks like one, but it's close. Okay? Kind of egg-shaped, kind of funky, kind of got squished. But, so this is all we have to do. So, example number 4. On example number 4, you are going to be graphing numbers 9 through 14. Oops, there's Carly. All right, so we're going to graph. Let's go with x minus 2 squared plus y plus 1 squared equals 4. All right. So this time our center isn't at 0, 0. So we got to find our center first. So our center is our h, which is 2, and k, which is -1. And our radius is 4, or the square root of 4, which is 2. So when we graph it, I just need you to plot the center. So 2, -1. Here's the center of my circle. And then just like before, I want you to go to the right 2 from the center, left 2 from the center, up 2 from the center, and down 2 from the center. And then try and connect your dots to make a circle. Does anybody have any questions so far? At all? Does anybody need to see another example of any of those? Okay. It is pretty easy. Actually, that's why I wanted to start with this one right before the weekend. Circles are super, super easy. All right, so here's the last thing I need to talk about. There is what's called conic form of a circle. Conic form actually does not have it in the translation form. So conic form is always ax squared plus, let's say, by squared plus cx plus dy plus e equals 0. Okay, so what happens is we're going to actually multiply those binomials out and just write it in this form. We gotta do our squared terms first, then our x and y term, and then our numbers we're gonna combine like terms. All right, so here's what I mean. Here is example number 5. And this is going to be the last 2 problems on your homework, and this is it. So you're going to be given an equation, x minus 2 squared plus y plus 3 squared equals, let's say 6 for the fun of it. All right, so we have to write this in conic form. All right, so we're going to multiply this one out. So I'm going to start by doing myself a little tiny box. X minus 2 times x minus 2. X times x is x squared. X times negative 2 is negative 2x. X times negative 2 is negative 2x. Negative 2 times negative 2 is 4. So far I have x squared minus 4x plus 4. I now have to do this one. So I'm going to do another little tiny box with y plus 3 times y plus 3. Y times y is y squared. Y times 3 is 3y. Y times 3 is 3y. 3 times 3 is 9. So I have plus y squared plus 3y plus 9 equals 6. So now all we have to do is put everything in the right order and set it equal to 0. So I'm going to start with x squared. That's this term. And then I have plus y squared. I'm done with this one, done with this one. And I have minus 4x plus 3y. Now I have to combine 4 plus 9, which is 13. So plus 13 equals 6. But I want to set this equal to 0. So I'm going to subtract 6 from both sides. So my final answer is going to be x squared plus y squared minus 4x plus 3y plus 7 equals 0. So really all this is for these last 2 problems is some algebra, right? Doing a couple little boxes to multiply things out and then setting it equal to 0. Questions at all? Anybody? Does anybody want one more like this? All right, well, I'm going to do one more just in case. So let's do one more example. Same thing, we're going to multiply it all out. So here's example 6. So x minus 5 squared plus y plus 5 squared equals 25. All right, so we have this box, which is x minus 5 times x minus 5. So x squared minus 5x plus 25, or x squared minus 10x plus 25. This box, I have y plus 5 times y plus 5. Y times y is y squared. Y times 5 is 5y. Y times 5 is 5y. 5 times 5 is 25. So I have plus y squared plus 10y plus 25 equals 25. So now you can write it in the right order and then subtract over. Or if you want to subtract 25 right now, you can move it to this side. And you'll notice in this one, these end up canceling. So our final answer is x squared, first term. Then I go to y squared. Then I go to my x term, negative 10x. And then I go to my y, plus 10y. And then I combine like terms, in this case it's plus 25 equals 0. That's it. All right, so you have a worksheet today. I already posted it. It's a worksheet. It says Intro to Circles. It is under the heading for Chapter 8, which is conic section. And as I said, the worksheet's not very long. It's 16 questions. I really believe when you do circles, these are going to take you the longest, these last 2, and those shouldn't take you very long either. all right? Everything else is in standard form where you can pull the center out, find the radius really easy, and then just plot everything you need. Okay, any questions? All right, why don't you guys go ahead and get this done really quick, get it submitted so you can enjoy your weekend. All right? Sound like a plan? All right. Great job today, you guys. I hope you guys stay safe, take care of one another. All right, enjoy your weekend. Enjoy any Christmas that you have. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Bye.